This is the story of a man named Stanley.
You will play as Stanley, and you will not play as Stanley. Huh, now that's an interesting thought. I'm intrigued. A story-based video game with many diverging pathways. Depending on the choices we make, we will encounter different endings each time. Huh, yep, we're definitely playing this. So today, I give thee... Hello you, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. I am going into this experience completely blind. I have no clue what this game is about, except that there are multiple endings depending on the choices you make. So that's cool. I am so curious about that, but I really wanted to play the Stanley Parable completely fresh, open-minded, let it sink in as I play it, and just let it all wash over me. But I am curious which ending we, together, will get. Also, if it looks like I am sweating, it's because I am, because there's a heat wave in the Netherlands and I'm dying. Anyway, let's go. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? I sure have not, but we're about to, so maybe put it at no, Kim. It's the heat.
Sure, Dan.
Give me a second. Okay, not too far off. I should have probably done the other. It's fine. You know what? 23. No, it's yes, okay. We're good. Quickly. I'm excited. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, now we're getting the intro. I thought we were already playing. Oh, that's really good. I appreciate that. Shall we begin? What does it say? The end is never, the end is what? What do you mean? How many endings does this game have? I'm really intrigued so far. This game has been suggested multiple times. Finally, we're playing it. No, we're not.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk,
Lovely.
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Corporate hell.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Okay.
As though he had been made exactly for this job.
Made.
Stanley was happy.
Was he though?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Curious.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Abandoned?
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Ooh.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I guess we step out of the office then. So the place is completely abandoned, and my mind immediately goes to, is this a test of some sort? But corporate hell, man, I thought I had escaped this. All right, let's step out. Oh, can we go? Oh, at least he had his own little office. I mean, in a lot of offices, you only get a desk, never a room. Unless you are high up. This is pretty well done. All right, well, I guess we'll...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, well, you're telling me a lot what to do, mister. I'm not sure if I appreciate that. Okay. I might
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, mister, give me a break. Because Mama likes to loot. I don't think I can loot here, but I like to explore. Alright, well, where's this meeting room then, narrator? He's got a very nice voice, though. Maybe I should do what he wants me to. Maybe I get some prizes, a little reward. I'm kidding. I'm gonna look, though. This is big. Well, yeah, we're in the 420 zone, so... Fourth floor? What's this? Surname Asses. So he was perfectly happy. What's this? I hate Monday! So they're not perfectly happy doing all of this, but Stanley apparently was filling out the orders. Oh, is this a murder mystery? Because I've done enough scary games, okay?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I don't want to go to the left? Have you ever thought of that, narrator? Is he gonna be mad if I take the one on the right? Is he? I'm a little nervous because you can't tell me what to do, narrator. Now I want to go to the right. Yeah, I get a feeling he's gonna be a little bit upset with me, but I'm a naughty Stanley today. Yes, we're gonna be a naughty Stanley.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh, do I?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
He's making excuses for me, like, you little shit, you know what? We will fit this into the narrative. It's fine. So many rooms. So sad I can't enter them. Oh, that's a big one. This looks like a meeting room, narrator. What are you talking about? Oh.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Is
It
it?
had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I just wanted a cold
Stanley
drink.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Well, I would like to have an actual drink if that's okay with you. Drinking it all in. Give me a cold drink. Give me a Coke. I want a Coke. Narrator, can you fit...
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
No!
Really worth it.
I want a cold drink! What are you talking about? Can you fit the cold drink into this narrative? Because I am dying. We have a
At
heat
this
wave.
point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Oh, wow!
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
What an ass! He talks just as much as I do. I love him. Can I at least get a coffee? Fine.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Wow, this is kind of meta. Okay, I'm going. You happy now? Where are you even coming from? Are you... I'm getting paranoid. Are you happy? I am going through the door. You see? You see me walking? You see me walking? This is gonna be a long
But at
route.
last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
I wanna go
and took
back.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No! Oh... Okay, which one is more intriguing? Yeah, I'm sorry, narrator! But fuck no! I'm being naughty, Stanley. Ooh. Floor plans? I am very
Stanley was
little.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Somebody's being sassy. Warning. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have come here. Look at that. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. What's this? This is intriguing. It's breaking the fourth wall a lot. I like it. Oh. Well, there goes my chance to go back. Once you have made your decision, you gotta stick with it. Or the door will be just blown in your face. It's fine. How do I... Nah. Let's see. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. No shit. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. For jumping? Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift is $5,000. But you did. Gotta pay your fine. But what if I jump? Can I jump? No. It's too early in the game for that. Okay. Ah!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Maybe.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Well, now I'm
I
doubting.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Who's her? Do I have a secret girlfriend? Oh, finally.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Are you trying to pull at my heartstrings, mister? Because it's not working. I don't have a girlfriend. I wish I had, but I don't. Boyfriend, girlfriend, I got nobody waiting for me. Okay, this is a very dark door. Narrator, are you gonna go all horror-like on me? Maybe we did start off on the wrong foot. Maybe we can redeem ourselves. Oh God, okay, please don't eat me. Whoa!
That's
Chakaluya!
all, Stanley.
Woo!
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Why are you being so
If
dramatic?
you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No! No! I don't want to! Listen, I have a hard time trusting others. Listen, you know what? Fuck it.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
No, I didn't!
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
It's not in the
It's
script?
definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone.
No.
He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
It's free will.
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What?
Had I not noticed it sooner?
What?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken.
I'm so
is why
sorry.
you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Are you done?
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I feel like I'm being scolded.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Okay,
For
call me
example,
out.
In this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
But he didn't.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
I do that
Turn
anyway.
to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
That's just being an introvert! Practice. Oh, we're getting a quiz? Is this game a quiz? It's very philosophical, though. I like it. Hello? Can I practice a little? What do you mean? Do I have to walk away?
Excellent.
Oh!
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
You do so many
Do
more.
you make more than 8? Less? And finally, If you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant,
Nihilism?
and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Narrator?
Welcome back.
Thanks.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh no. Why did I unplug? Why did I unplug the phone? It's a choice I made, a rebellious one. Story of my life. Okay. Oh, we're gonna... I gotta enter the room again, don't I? Okay, let me just... Oh, this is kind of eerie. But I like that there's a lot of philosophical questions in there. I don't want to do the correct thing again. Oh.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
The fence.
That story would make no sense at all.
There's a fence in
We just
there.
need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
What is this place? If it's not real. Do we have to do this again? Are you kidding me? We can go all the way back if we want. You see that? Because the door is open again. I think we have to go all the way back. No, I don't want to do it all over again. Narrator, you cheeky little bastard. What do you have planned? Narrator, you know you can't do that. No, you know that I am a real person. And that I am a very stubborn real person, apparently. So you know what's going to happen. Oh, we're back again.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Let me out! I don't want to go into the real world. The real world is scary. Maybe they're talking about escapism with games in a way. Go back to the real world. They want you to end the game maybe as quickly as possible by following the narrator. But if you don't, then you're just delaying the real world and you're trying to escape throughout this game. Maybe because escapism is really what games often have been for me. Intriguing. Go back to the real world. Get off your computer, kids!
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So, are we Stanley? Or are we a real person? Do we go back into the real world? Or the fantasy of escapism? Goodbye! Easy choice, easy choice!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Nah, we're not gonna do that. Nah, we're not gonna... Come on! Come on! Open the door. Oh, look at the numbers. They're all mangled up because I made this choice. No! Narrator, open this door! Narrator! Narrator! Oh, it's all messed up. Look at the place. I like that it messes up the environment because of the choices you make. Because you make the wrong narrative choice. Okay, I'm gonna go through the door again, narrator. Narrator! Narrator! Open the goddamn door, narrator! He's gonna trap me in this. Okay, what if I just wait? I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna take a nice little seat. Oh, well, not that one. Not that one. And we're just gonna wait it out. Okay, yeah, well, that's exactly what my head is doing all the freaking time. I don't want to go to the left door. Oh, he's being oddly silent. I don't like it. Listen, you can't force me to go to the left room. I'm not gonna go there. We're playing the waiting game. We're not doing it, narrator. Oh my god, narrator. Can you hurry this up? Ah! Can I do anything else? Can I break stuff? I don't want to go to that door. What if I trick him? Ha! Huh! Is he simply ignoring me now? What a dick. This is where my stubbornness gets me. Wasting my time. Oh, wasting actual time. This is my actual... Wait! Is this the time still? This is the time I entered when I started playing the game. Okay, that's a little bit eerie. What? What? That's just coincidence, right? Yeah, sure. Okay, you know what? Narrator, you're pissing me off. Fine! Fine! You win this game! Fine. You happy now? I went to the left door, and this place is immaculate. Yeah, because this is the right narrative choice. Narrator! The meeting room.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Okay.
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now.
Well, you're not very flexible then.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
He's got a crisis all of himself.
No, I have to.
No!
I have to shut the game
No!
down. I have to.
No! No!
I have to.
No! 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 Narrator! What are you doing? Okay, narrator, okay. Jesus, this man. Learn to be a little bit flexible in your storytelling! Okay.
Oh, I'm here.
Jesus!
I'm still here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
How romantic.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Did you reboot
It was the
it?
only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
We're not Stanley.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to.
But we're
He
not
understands
Stanley!
that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Okay, if you're getting an
That
attitude.
thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
Well,
I tried so hard to make...
Is that how people feel when I keep talking?
Is behave exactly as Stanley did.
Oh!
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, come on. Okay, there's a lot going on here. He's not very flexible. I'm not gonna... Nah. Shall we make him happy? Because I sort of felt bad for making him unhappy and destroying his work. But then again, he was kind of a dick about it, so goodbye! Ooh.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He didn't even give me a chance. He just cut my decision off. He doesn't want me to get free will. He really wants me to follow his narrative and his narrative alone. He's getting impatient with me. Oh, he doesn't cut me off this time. He just straight up ignores my antics. Like, nope, didn't see it. Didn't see it. I want to have a cold drink, a soda. That's all I wanted.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh.
Quickly, hurry back.
He was delayed.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
First he
that
cuts
means
off.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Really
I'm quite
fast.
sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So first he cuts me off really fast, and then there's a delay. I'm gonna go through the door one more time and see what happens. Maybe he just cuts me off again, and then we're gonna try and follow his narrative. Just to play along a little and see what wreckage we can cause otherwise. Oh, he's gonna take a time cutting me off. Why do I test the boundaries so much? He's just...
No!
Oh.
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Alright, so now we are going to go to the left. Because I get the feeling his narrative isn't the way he wanted. Anyway, not anymore. Well, it's still looking pristine. I'm wondering if we get to that. Oh! Yep, it looks pristine, alright. Do not alter without consulting the whiteboard manager.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, narrator. Oh, narrator. Oh, we're gonna have such a fun time today. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to signorize papers. Papers are too signorized. Fire the paper guy. Hire someone to fire the paper guy. What the hell? This is ridiculous. Very efficient. Very efficient. Corporate hell. This is basically corporate hell anyway. Perfect representation of corporate hell, actually. The boss appreciation minute. We don't do that. What are your dreams for the future? Pollution? Why would you? Wow. Okay, that's a little jab to me personally. Okay, I'm the narrator. It's like 2 narrators butting heads.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fine, Stanley. Battle of the narrators. Come on. Get you, Stanley. It's not Stanley. I'm gonna get you, narrator. I'm supposed to be Stanley, but I'm not. I'm your fearful rival, narrator. Oh, this is a nice office. We're getting to the nice section now. Oh, secretary is off too today, apparently. Okay, well, whoop, we don't want to do that. Nope. Can we get the door here? I want to get the door. I don't want to listen to my rival, the narrator. God damn it. He talks more than me. That is unacceptable. Fine. Are you happy now?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Okay.
And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode.
How?
He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
Oh, close and
Night
personal.
Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
No! I gotta admit, the bookcase and the hidden door, that's a very intriguing option. But I am most intrigued why on earth Stanley here.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
It was my turn to narrate, okay? Not yours. You had your fun, now it's my time. So...
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes!
You didn't mishear me, did you?
That's impossible.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
It's my turn to speak now. You had your turn. I didn't interrupt you!
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
You know what? It's not my fault.
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
You're just impatient.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
That's not...
Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You
are impatient, frustrated little man.
Two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Am I actually fighting with the narrator? Am I fighting?
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
No, it's not!
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
Oh.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
I just decided to ignore
Is
him.
everything all right?
It's an ending!
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
I'm not going to touch
This
anything.
is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
That's
The
sad.
story needs it.
I feel bad.
So, you hear me?
No, I don't know.
Are you there? You listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
No.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best.
Yeah, but you were rushing me this entire time.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
This is fucked up. Wow! I got an ending, did I? But in a way, by choosing not to do anything, and it's essentially as if the player has left the console and actually went into the real world himself and just left the game as it was. So in the end, I really did go to the real world. Maybe the game feels like I did. And that is why the narrator now is like, I need you. We need to finish this game together. I got one ending, didn't I? Let me pause. Really, I gotta pause. And now the narrator needs the player to interact with him. But he was very impatient. I was just trying to explain something, how odd I found it that Stanley was all up and cozy with the big boss up there. That's all I wanted to say. Like, how could you get the coach? I was gonna go through the door because I was intrigued, but it was because he was impatient with me, after all of my fuck-ups probably, that he felt a little frustrated and he became short with me. And in the end, he had a short fuse and this happened. And I might be in a battle, a narrative battle with this narrator. We don't match well. Okay, so this is one ending. I believe, maybe we're not even done yet, but there never is an end. I really want to do another thing where I go through the door. Okay, so we're gonna follow along with the narrator this time, I think, maybe, until we reach the door to the office, and then we're gonna go through the office, and then we're gonna go out again. And he's gonna love it, because we're gonna go and get his trust first this time. Maybe he'll be a little bit more patient, and then we'll get him. Then we'll get him. Alright, narrator, I'm gonna play along with you, don't worry.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, we're gonna go to the meeting room immediately. We're just gonna be a nice little Stanley today.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go. Absolutely right. We will. We will, because we're a nice little Stanley. We're not a real person. No, we're not.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, throw something in the idea bin. Well, we're not going to yet because I need to go to my boss's office. Broom closet? Wasn't there somebody in the broom closet? I'm gonna get you out. I'm gonna get you out. Ah! We can... Okay. Oh, I did not expect to go through the broom closet. Hello?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Wasn't there a man
here? So he turned
here?
around and got back on track.
Wasn't there a man here? Somebody was in the broom closet. I read it. I read about it. We're gonna close. Yeah, we're gonna close this because that's kind of scary. Nah, I played too many horror games lately.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Now I'm tempted because why is that red? Why does it look like the depths of hell in there? But I'm curious about the door. Ah, goodbye! We're going to the pits of hell. We're going to the pits of hell. Hello, hello. Okay, it's just you. It's just you. Nothing to worry about. Oh. Oh, can we make a
Stanley
grand
just
escape?
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Oh, right.
He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh, God.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Good question.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Drink.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Ah! What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
We're in a video game,
Now
sweetheart.
the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Oh my God, we're
Was Stanley
looping.
simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh, we're still here. I expected to wake up in the office again. My office.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Why is it going
I must
red?
be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Are we getting the insanity ending?
And everything went black.
Jesus, mate. This is intense. Are we done?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? You got rid of Stanley?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
We killed
then
Stanley!
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Wow,
and
thanks.
in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Wow, rude, Mariella.
She had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career,
Are
and
you
by
done?
extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Jesus, really, woman? Not even an ambulance? Anything? Police? Wow. Okay, another ending. Another ending. He got rid of Stanley real quick there. Maybe it was my fault because I went down to the pits of hell. And I took another detour before we actually went to the boss's office. I just get the feeling, because he keeps talking about the real world with the fresh open air, that he's talking directly to the player. Is it that time already? He's talking directly to the player itself, and to maybe it never ends to leave the game as it is and just go outside. I don't know, I get a strange feeling it has another hidden meaning underneath all of this narrative. Alright, so now we are going to follow the plan that we go up to the boss's office and we go through the door and then we're gonna cause mayhem. Okay, I promise it's gonna go like that. Because he just threw me out. He just threw me out to be insane. Wow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Your voice is getting real old, narrator. Real old. I kind of like the previous ending a lot more because I was a real person in that. And he took me a lot more seriously, and he broke the third wall a lot and talked to me as a real person, not just as Stanley, a puppet in his story.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Yeah.
he entered the door on his left.
I get it. I'm going. Don't you freaking worry about it, alright? We're going. We're gonna go follow up
Yet
to the
there
boss.
was not a single person here
La
either.
la la la.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
okay,
office,
yes.
hoping he might find an answer there.
La la. See, we're going.
Coming
We're-
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, we're avoiding the pits of hell. We're gonna go to the boss's office. I promise, narrator. I promise. See, we're here. Yay! What? What? That wasn't there. That wasn't there. Oh! This was not here before. I couldn't open it. in my little naughty route. I couldn't open the door. Oh. To be rich, is it a crime? Oh, come on. Is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Oh, this is so obnoxious. Extreme bathrooms. Okay, can I look in the mirror? Of course we can't. Of course we can't. Oh, we couldn't open the door in the previous narrative when we were here. Maybe he didn't feel like we deserved to witness this beautiful extreme bathroom, but we sure did now. Can we close this door? I'm not gonna go back anyway. Alright. Oh! It's changed! This is different! It was green! Oh, now I'm intrigued. Now I want to go back entirely and get the green office and then misbehave.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Before he gets mad at me again. Okay, now he called Stanley's manager. First, it was his boss, and the environment is a lot more friendly now that we're going along with the narrative, instead of first rejecting it and then going along, because we're kind of forced to. He's a lot kinder now because we're going in his direction, but it's intriguing that the game has changed yet again. Oh, here we go. I totally forgot what you said, not gonna lie.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know
right.
that the combination was 2845.
Thank you. I forgot. I wasn't actually listening to you. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him
Yet
that.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Shut up.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Fine. I guess. Can we go in a... I want to go back to the bathroom. I need a potty break. Alright. Well, goodbye, beautiful office. Which is not green. Well, this didn't go the way I planned, people. It sure did not. It sure did not. Oh my god. I don't want to go through that, narrator! You trying to kill me? Do you remember our first conversation? He's trying to kill me. Alright, well, let's fucking go. Oh, I thought there would be nothing underneath. We're fine. This is fine. You know what? Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Loading. Okay, we're just loading. It's not an ending. We're just loading. We're fine. Yeah.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Listen, we're very linear. We don't really have another choice to make where I can be rebellious. Hopefully it will come soon. I want to break his mind.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Like he wants to break my mind! Well, he already did break Stanley's mind by making him go insane. I'm gonna get you. I'm kind of curious about the mind control facility, but goodbye! Very intriguing. Goodbye, I'm out of
This
here.
passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You can't scare me! I already died anyway, you already killed me, so why would we trust
The door
you?
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Well, fuck that. We're not going back. We're not
At
going
this
that
point,
way.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
In a
and willingly
never-ending
confront
hallway.
his death.
Never-ending hallway. Oh, hey, we're gonna die. Yay, finally. I'm kidding. Well, we're back to the pits of hell, people. Woohoo! Yippee! Did we die? I think we died. We might have died. We might have died. Did we die? Reloading. Did we die? Is that an ending? Oh, it's not the end yet! Okay.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh no!
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
Can we jump?
His narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Jump!
By plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly
Stanley!
accepted this violent
Jump!
end to his brief and shallow life.
Okay, duck!
Farewell, Stanley.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we're gonna die! Ah! Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
What?
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Madam,
In a
who are
single
you?
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh! Oh. A new narrator? Taking over? What does that mean, I wonder? Wait, what?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wow. These are the questions, aren't they? Oh. Oh my god, I'm sorry. My TV started acting up all of itself. That was really odd. I'm so sorry. I was like, is this part of the game too? It just opened up my browser out of nowhere. Is this a virus? Is this game a virus? It could be a virus. Nature paintings. But these are the questions, aren't they? Stanley's computer. Yeah, we're not gonna go there. Nope, we're not doing that. Office layout. This is the blueprint of the game, not just the office. How it was developed, the corridor, the passing. Let me see. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the doors, the two doors, in good time. Filing cabinets? Office solitaire, really? Yeah, we saw that one. This is great. Oh. The office? We can't go through the doors, though. Intriguing. Button sounds? Okay, so we could go maybe... I don't think we can actually use his computer, but we sure can go through here, and I'm curious, so let's go. Maintenance room, an early version? Oh my gosh. Wait, is there another way? Huh. Fun! Oh, look at that one! Okay. There's a lot of... Okay, security camera. What is this? The apartment timer? Oh! In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh, we know. We know. The cargo lift. I wonder if we actually did pick up the phone in the first one. Because we were already a little bit rebellious, but we had a choice to redeem ourselves. What? Obey, disobey. Okay, well, this is a little bit meta. I'm getting lost in this. Oh. Trailers? We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Gonna go inside it? No. Well, we don't care about that narrator. No, we don't. The game is now paused. Exit. Yeah, we want to go to the exit. Yep, we should. Why is that so dark? Excuse me? There's so much happening. Oh, that's the exit. Okay, remember, that's the exit. I came from here, didn't I? Oh, maybe, what? Oh! Boss's office! There are multiple ones, but ooh! But what about the green one? I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna get so lost. Oh, I'm here now. Okay, good. Very good. It's still that late? Are you kidding me? That's a choice. That's an active choice of the game as well. Because it's, when you start up the game, it's forever. It feels like time around you has stopped while you play the game. But the truth is, time just goes on and on and on. Believe me, I know. This is a very active choice to make. Intriguing. Mind control facility. Early version. Okay. Oh, here we are.
Stanley pushed the big red button.
Outtakes. Let me see.
Now then, this elevator for sure will get him right back
Kevan
on track
Brighting,
to
the
where
voice
he's
of the
supposed to
narrator,
be in the
recorded
story.
dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Fuck you, narrator. You tried to kill me, make me go insane. You're very impatient with me. Alright, we're gonna go into the exit. Because none of this actually matters, does it? The choices are all laid bare. Freedom ending? Oh. Is this what happens if you completely follow the narrative's instruction? Maybe you finally get a happy ending. Freedom. Freedom from the game, maybe. So you can do whatever you desire in the real world. Okay. I don't think we've gone here yet. There's so much happening. What? There's so much happening. Stanley's office. Evolution over time. It's just the same, mate. What are you talking about? I don't know where the exit is. What's this? Hi, Mr. Narrator Guy. I have questions for you, sir. Oh! There's a skeleton inside of you? There are more skeletons in the world than are humans? Thanks and goodbye. Okay, well that's cool. Emails. After the second trailer we sent out, ask people to email their narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those meals. Oh, I like that! How do you stay in shape, narrator? Michael the Rock Morton. Okay, well, cool. Where's that goddamn exit? Warzone? We designed an ending? Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens? Wait. Okay, well that's pretty cool. I just want to go now, if you don't mind. Yeah, I just really want to go now.
I want to go now. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go back. So goodbye. Yes, goodbye. We're done. On and up.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Are you talking about me and my stride with the narrator? Because that is very on point of you, I might say.
I feel called out.
Oh, who's this lady? She's the final boss.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Is the narrator trapped?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I can't. I'm recording. I lose my footage. Wow. What if the narrator just wants to be free? Because in the previous episode, ending, the first one, he needed me. Well, now I feel bad for him. He called me to come back. What if we're both trapped? He's trapped like the player is trapped as long as they play the game. We have to play along with the game. But if I don't play the game, then neither of us would have to be here. What the fuck? Like, what? I want to go one more. Now, wow, I started off completely despising the narrator and fighting with him this entire time, but now I'm like, he's trapped. As long as I continue to play the game, he's trapped either way. And it doesn't really even matter if I follow him or not. It's part of the game that he has to narrate. This is some... Okay. Now I don't know what I want to do. Because first I was so set on just simply annoying the narrator. Because I wanted to go to the green boss's office and disobey him further on. But now I feel like I don't want to just annoy him. I want to free both of us. But the only way I can actually do that apparently is by walking away. Okay, I don't feel as vindictive as I did before this run, but I'm still gonna go and disobey him, or at least first obey him. No, I gotta disobey him first if I want to go to the green office again. We're gonna go back to the original route that I did, but instead of ignoring him, we're gonna go through the door, the bookcase. So it's gonna be a longer route, but stick with me. We could also pick up the phone once we disobey.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We can also go to the mind control games, or green office, or even the phone. There's so many never-ending options. I did not expect that many.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wow.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
Right.
left.
We could do that, because right there is the meeting room. I can see it. But we're not gonna do that. There's so many options.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Come on. Yep, let's go. Can we...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm
No,
not.
I don't think you are anymore.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. She's been waiting.
Do we pick up the phone? I'm really curious about the green office. Here we go. Okay, we're not going
That's
to do
her,
that.
Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Nope.
Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
Well, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You
I'm a
actually
person.
chose incorrectly? I
Yes.
didn't even know that was possible. Let me
It is
double
now.
check.
I'm gonna walk in circles while you rustling those papers.
So we can educate you properly on safe
No!
decision-making.
Please, I forgot about
Please
those!
observe.
It's the best part of being a real person.
Kilby.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
This way, please.
Alright, we'll do that. I'm gonna be a nice little lass, I promise. I'm not a real person anymore, it's fine. You erased everything about me. Let's go. I wanna go there. Can we go there, narrator? Can we go there? Why can't we go there? Huh. Alright, let's go. Fine, open the door. Thank you. What a gentleman. What a gentleman, narrator. Alright, well, we're back at the launch. I really need a Coke. It's getting really hot. Woo!
Almost
Yay.
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're gonna have to reboot a little bit first, but sure.
Now
Can we go
remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. He entered the door on his left.
But if I remember correctly, I didn't go to the left immediately. I didn't.
No! Why did you do that?
Yeah, and I waited a really long time here. We're gonna have to reboot, don't we?
Oh,
Yep.
it's ruined my story. You
I know.
destroyed my work.
Yes, I know.
Why?
I'm
For
a
what?
bad person.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing
Listen,
the game undone? Left
I
here
was
like so
young.
much garbage. It's worthless now.
I didn't know you
And
were
what am I supposed to do?
trapped. I'm
Even if there
sorry,
were a way to
okay?
continue,
We
would
can
it be
maybe
worth
be
it?
friends.
To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge.
I know,
I'll
I
have
was
to live
less
with it forever.
experienced. I have
Reliving its
grown.
imp- What
I'm
do I
sorry,
do?
you're
What do
trapped
I
just as
do?
I am.
Do I?
We can maybe get out
No, I have
together,
to.
narrator.
I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Trying to shut the game down like I should do for us to be actually free. But why not play on a little longer? Alright, so he's rebooting. We know.
Oh, I'm here.
You're
I'm still
here.
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
I know, again, romantic.
Who thought you were so clever. Now
No,
look
I'm
where we
looking
are.
out for you now.
That there's a world outside of you.
Don't you want to be more than the narrator? So now, hopefully, we'll get to the green office, the exclusive boss, with the hidden doorway and the staircase, or at least a bookcase.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wow! That's why I couldn't go down the first time, because he didn't trust me enough anymore. But if you actually obey him the first time, he still gives you a little bit of free will for you to go down into the basement and you get the insanity ending. But now, after disobeying him so much, he's not gonna let anything slip anymore. Oh, that's intriguing. That's nice. They took that ending away from you because it doesn't fit. You're a real person. You're not Stanley, who maybe would have gone down, but we're not. He doesn't trust you anymore. And see, now we can't go here either. Because we don't deserve it, apparently. We don't deserve to go down. We don't deserve the nice bathroom. That is intriguing. See, yes! We're back at the green office, finally!
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode.
All right.
He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out.
All right, we're gonna
Stanley
do it.
had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
All right.
He drew a sharp breath
All right.
and then spoke the code.
We're doing it. We're here, narrator. Nightshark 115.
Night Shark? Night Shark? Night Shark! I am Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code.
No,
Night
don't
Shark
tell me we can't do
115.
it.
He spoke it into the receiver, right
I can't-
there on the wall.
What? Really? I thought this would be...
I'm
115.
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver.
But this
Otherwise
wasn't
we
my
can't get on with the story. This is a
decision.
crucial step.
Wow. So when you disobey
Okay,
completely...
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
man.
I asked you for this one single thing
I
for your
wanted
respect.
to do it this
the
time,
kind of respect
narrator.
Stanley shows
I
for his
promise.
choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
They
If
don't
you didn't
reward
want to
you
see what
for
I had to show you,
disobeying.
then why did you come here? Coward! You!
The first time...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I can't even know. The first time this was warranted. But now I wanted to see what was behind the door, but
Is everything okay?
they won't let you anymore.
Please.
We get the same ending? God damn it! I had hoped we get... Now we'll never get to see what's behind the green... It's not a green door, but what's further beyond the green office?
This is important.
Now I feel bad again.
The story needs you.
Damn you!
Step forward, please.
I can't, sir. See, I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm in the void. Whee! Alright! So that was fun. I can't believe I did all of that just to have the exact same ending. We're gonna do one more route because I expected more from this one. So we're gonna do one more. Maybe I'll do a second part to this because there's just so many options. We're gonna go to mind control this time.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
What? It's different. It's different. Wait, why is the narrative different?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What did I do? Did I go into the wrong direction? What? Huh?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
Yes. And it's probably going to be the nice and red office. We're not going to go down.
there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The choice here is Stanley still, but we're going to go up because I want to see what's in mind control. Yep, we get the nice bathroom this time. Here we go.
4-5. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
There you go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Oh, we're
Stanley
getting in
happened
darkness.
to input the correct code by sheer luck.
So amazing.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Bye. Bye. Alright, here we go. Mind control, baby. Mind control ending. We're a puppet. Corporate puppet. Alright, let's go. This game is just very intriguing. And it makes you think about all the possibilities. Why does that keep happening? Oh, we're down here again. So, there should be something to...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We could escape again, but we know how that ending works out. So, let's go and see what the narrator actually has in store for us. This time. Hello? Hello? Whoop!
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Oh.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh. Well, apparently we do. Can we push the button again? No, it's just for the lighting. Okay, well this is sort of intriguing, narrator. I gotta give it to you. Okay, multiple desks. Hey! Uh-oh. Well, this is just making me uncomfortable, but here we go.
Now the monitors
Fired!
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in
that?
the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What is that? You see that one in blue? What does it say? Freedom meant nothing. Oh, you can't even go back. Well, that's nothing new. The doors have been shut behind us. Another one fired. I want to get fired from this place, not gonna lie. Fire me, I don't care.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yeah, you!
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Where are we going with that? Are we gonna leave? Are we gonna escape? Is this the freedom ending?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Kinda! Oh my gosh. Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Wow.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Whoa, we can go
For
down.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Alright, well, give me a second. Are we going along with the narrative? Console disabled. Okay, well, I guess we go there. Is there anything else here? 5. Oh, mind controls idle, waiting input. But what if we do this? Oh. Oh. That didn't do much. I guess we go here then. What is that? Mind control complete? Okay, narrator, guess you'll get your...
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Mind system off, on. I mean, if I go with the off button, I'm gonna go and listen to the narrator. And I'm still a little bit rebellious, but this is very bad. We don't want this corporate system, even though it is in the narrative and it's supposed to be a villain in the narrative, I get it. But we don't want everyone under the mind control. Ah, fine, narrator. Oh, we were off. System off completely. We go outside, enjoy the weather. No, we're not gonna do that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Hello? Hello?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it? Tell me it's over. Are we free?
He had won.
We finished it!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Well-
freedom was mere moments away.
Well, we're under your
And
command.
yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Wow. This is just the game telling you basically to touch some grass.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh man, this really makes you think, doesn't it? Beat the game. I got a trophy! Well, I beat the narrator's story. Wow. There's just so many more options. I'm glad we waited for that ending so you get more context about the game as a whole and what might the underlying message might be. Oh, this is new. This is new. Is this new? We'll have to come back to you. It is so intriguing because I feel like there's an underlying message that the game is trying to speak to the player. And I keep saying it constantly, but it is just telling you to enjoy your life more and stop playing the game. It is speaking directly to a gamer. And I have to admit, when I saw the screen coming down with the flowing of the trees and the breeze and the sunshine, I was tempted to stop and just go outside myself. What is this game's message in the end? I feel like I'm very close. I feel like the game is just trying to tell you maybe understanding is not as important as to just enjoying yourself and being happy. But I know by playing games, I know for a lot of people, gaming is a lot more than just playing a game. It is relaxation, it is happiness. It's a very cynical take on gaming in general, I think. Maybe it's meant to be like that. I don't think it's necessarily only cynical, but it's a very intriguing thought and a very intriguing narrative that the game is spinning to you in the midst of the main narrative. It's dropping hints here and there for you to ponder about. It's intriguing. I did not expect this. I feel like there are so many more exciting paths for me to take and discover. I feel like this game just might never end like it's telling me to. Just turn off the PlayStation. That's all you need to do. And then you'll finish the game. But I might come back to this. If you guys want me to, I might come back to this because this is really intriguing. I like it. I really, really do. But for now, we got the freedom ending, and I'm going to step away like the game wants me to and touch some grass, basically, because I'm melting. But wow. This game is very philosophical. And I like that. It's right up my alley. Thank you so much for suggesting this. If you want more parts from the Stanley Parable, just let me know in the comments. Would love to know. I would really also would love to read your comments about this game. What do you feel about the game? What do you think the meaning of this game actually is? How many more endings are there? I am so curious. This will not be the last time I pick up this game. Even though I might trap the narrator. Listen, it's you and me, narrator. It's just you and me. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the playthrough, well, don't forget to leave a like. That really helps me out. Lets me know you like these sort of games. Don't worry, we're gonna go back to the zombies and the crying real soon. And I guess I will see you in the very next episode of whatever we're gonna play. Thank you. See ya.